It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchenland USA, and Smouse Foundation Repair and Waterproofing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads. Hello, it is Grace and Blasky this morning. Ethan and Sarah are actually taking a well-deserved family vacation this week. So you have Blasky and I this morning. So thank you, Blasky, for filling in.
Yeah, no problem. I'm up bright and early. Let's do this.
All right. Some crazy things have happened downtown over the weekend. So the first one, 2 people were shot early Sunday morning in downtown Springfield, and police are still looking for a suspect as of last time we checked. It happened around 12:15 a.m. near South Patton Avenue and West Walnut Street. Officers nearby heard gunfire and rushed to the scene. They found a woman in a parking lot with gunshot wounds, and she was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A short time later, a man showed up to the hospital also with gunshot wounds that weren't life-threatening either. At the last time we checked, no arrests were made. Police are still investigating what led to the shooting. So if you have any information, call the Springfield Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 417-869-TIPS.
Well, I wish it stopped there, but speaking of downtown, a police chase ended in a fiery crash on the square in downtown Springfield early Saturday morning. Now, right around 4:30 a.m., a car being chased by the Greene County deputies went airborne and crashed into the square, damaging the curb and several trees. Now, the vehicle did catch fire after the crash, but deputies were able to put it out with a fire extinguisher. Now, the chase started near Campbell and Battlefield, where the car fled from the Springfield police before deputies did join in. Now, the driver was taken into custody and was also brought to the hospital for evaluation. Again, I don't know if it was a full moon outside this weekend, but everybody apparently just got a little wild.
A bad weekend to be downtown, so hopefully everyone else stayed safe there. Scammers are getting creative in Greene County. Residents are being targeted by everything from fake jury duty calls to suspicious front porch flyers. Authorities say that there's been a spike in scam calls and texts, some even using spoofed phone numbers to appear as though they are from official agencies. Victims are being told they missed jury duty, or they have a warrant, or they're pressured to pay over the phone for one of those things, something law enforcement will never ask you to do. So if you get a call from an official, they will never ask you for your Venmo or anything like that. So make sure you are aware of that. In Springfield, there was a neighborhood where flyers were left on the door asking residents to leave food in Walmart bags on their porch. The group behind it couldn't be verified, and Walmart confirmed that they had no connection to it, but the incident was reported and prompted police increased patrols of the area, which I don't know what that would have led to. I don't know if that's maybe like they would try to break into your house afterwards. I honestly don't know, but they're getting really creative right now. So deputies urge people to stay calm if they're contacted by scammers, even if the caller seems to know your own personal details, and never send money through gift cards, cryptocurrency, or over the phone.
One thing I thought of is if they use the Walmart bags, they put the food in the Walmart bags and they try to take it back to Walmart, because Walmart has that deal with the receipts, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have a receipt, they give you a gift card or something like that. So then you can just take that and use it towards something else. That was the first thing I thought of when you said the Walmart bag. I was like, oh, they're just, that's just trying to do a recall.
They're getting creative. So just if you're suspicious, then don't do it.
Right. Well, heads up, Power Stick deodorant has a recall going on right now. More than 67,000 Power Stick roll-on deodorants are being pulled from shelves nationwide after the company said that they did not meet the quality and safety standards. Now, this is going to be affecting the products like the Power Stick for Her, Power Stick Invisible Protection, and the Power Stick Original Nourishing Invisible Protection. So they're sold at Walmart and on Amazon, and the recall was made voluntarily by the manufacturer back on July 10th. Now, they didn't say exactly what the issue is, but no injury has been reported so far. So if you do have one, the FDA says just to toss it or to return it to Walmart. Make sure you have your receipt.
Or leave it on your front porch for the scammers to take.
There you go.
Anyway, good news for donut lovers. Shipley Donuts is heading to Missouri early next year with a new location in Branson on West 76 Country Boulevard. The Houston-based chain offers more than 60 varieties of donuts, including glazed, filled, cake donuts, bear claws, kolaches, and coffee. The Branson shop will be run by a longtime franchisee who's been with Shipley since 2011 and currently operates a location in Harrison, Arkansas. Shipley has been growing quickly. I've never heard of it, but I always love the donut, so I'll try it out. They've recently opened spots in North Carolina, Virginia, New Mexico. They're all over the place, but they've had their eye on Springfield since at least 2023 as part of their expanding into the Midwest. They're also actively looking for new franchisees to open more stores across Missouri, including Kansas City, St. Louis, Springfield, and Columbia. So if someone wants to open one in Springfield, give them a call because they're looking for somebody to do that.
We could always use more donut shops. I don't disagree or discriminate against donuts in any way, shape, or form. Yes. All right, well, there's some new resources in the Ozark for those struggling to afford mental health care. The Hope Counseling Center in Branson has launched a new program called Bridge to Hope, aimed at removing financial barriers to counseling services. Now, this program is fully donor funded thanks to the Roy W. Slusher Foundation and others, and helps folks who can't afford even the lowest self-paid rates, or those who might be stuck in an awkward in-between while waiting for their insurance like Medicaid or Medicare to kick in. Now, the executive director, Kyle David, said that the mental health care shouldn't be just a privilege, and that this program is designed to make sure that no one is left behind just because of the cost. Now, the mental health continues to be one of the biggest concerns in Taney and Stone counties, and Bridge to Hope is all about meeting people where they are and offering support when it's needed the most. You want to learn a little bit more or to apply for help for yourself, you can go ahead on over to hopecounselingmo.org.
All right. And the Ozark Empire Fair is back July 24th through August 2nd. And this year is the 89th annual. So it's bigger than ever.
Right.
The thrilling rides, live music, funnel cakes, pig races. There's something for everyone. And I'm going to list off all the things that are free with admission. Okay. There's the Butterfly Kingdom, Jurassic Bark, One Wheel Wonder, pig races, petting zoo, live music nightly on the DeLong Music Stage, life and arts exhibits. There's a Lego zone and 65 plus vendor booths inside of the E-Plex with air conditioning, might I add, because it's going to be a hot one for this fair. And big nights. Oh, yeah, it will be. Big nights at the KY3 Grandstand. Those tickets are sold separately, but some of those acts will be Berlin, Matthew West. There's monster trucks, the Night of Destruction, the Demolition Derby, bullfighting, and more. And they're going to have new food there. Nashville hot chicken, spicy cheese curds, boba drinks, donuts, more donuts, because we love donuts. We're just talking
Absolutely.
about that. And fruit kebabs dipped in Dubai chocolate. So that sounds really good. They are also trying out a new thing this year. They are going to do a Friday night fireworks on July 25th and August 1st, 30 minutes after the grandstand show, weather permitting. And they're also going to do a drone light show July 30th at 9 p.m. with 250 drones presented by Maverick. And it's going to be on free admission day, courtesy of Brad Bradshaw. So lots of cool things happening.
Yes.
They always have their $3 day. They have a military day, a service day, and more. So make sure you plan your trip at ozarkempirefair.com. Or if you don't want to buy tickets, you can win them with Around the Ozarks. Because this week we are giving away a 4-pack of tickets to the fair. Now you know why I was selling it so hard, because we're giving away tickets. So if any of that sounds fun to you, you can go to aroundtheozarks.com and enter to win.
All right. Sounds awesome. I'm looking very much forward to the fair this year. So to close out, just remember that this week in the Ozarks, most of the Ozarks is going to be in that extreme heat warning. Going to see temperatures well into the 90s, but that heat index is going to read anywhere between 100 and 110 all week long. So be sure to tune in to Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer. And after this, for all the details on how to stay cool this week. Again, going to be a rough one. Do your best to try to stay cool.
Yes, if you're listening to the audio version, Abby will play right after this. Otherwise, she's already live on Facebook as well, so make sure you check her out. And that is it for this Monday. So thank you guys for bearing with us. I know we're not as pretty as Ethan and Sarah, but we try to fill in as best we can.
We do what we can. We do what
we can. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It is warm out there already as we begin the new week. It's July 21st, and we're in the mid-70s. That's an indication of just how warm it's going to get later today. I have 95 degrees for the high temperature today. We are under an extreme heat warning here in the Ozarks, and it's going to be several days before we see this pattern really break down and begin to cool off. So heat, it's the story of the week here in the Ozarks. There's also going to be very little in the way of rain chances across the region over the next several days. This morning, I told you we're starting out in the mid-70s, and we're going to warm up quickly. 95 degrees by this afternoon. It will feel more like 105 though. So make sure you have the heat precautions in place for not just today, but really the rest of the week. Extreme heat warnings, in fact, for mainly all of the Ozarks through Thursday evening. Yeah, today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, every single day we'll have heat index values well above 100. And the other problem with this pattern is that we just don't even get relief overnight. Much like this morning, we have mid-70s to start. That's still very hot. So folks that need to find a way to cool down, going to cooling shelters, getting in the air conditioning is going to be key because we don't even get much relief in the early morning hours or the evening. We keep the humidity in place through this entire time period. So it is just going to be kind of a brutal stretch here over the next 7 days. It's a ridge of high pressure bringing us this weather pattern. It is hot and humid. So the lucky ones that get the rainfall in the next few days, consider yourself very lucky because this pattern is very hard to break. It almost acts like this big heat dome sits over the Ozarks. It doesn't allow rain chances to develop very easily. So I don't have rain chances in the forecast for the next 5 days. A stray isolated shower may be possible. And if that happens, it'll rain pretty hard because of the high humidity, but it's just going to be hard to come by some moisture. And by the end of this 7-day forecast, we will really be in need of some much needed rainfall. Heat index values in the triple digits or warmer, and that's going to stick with us through the rest of the 7-day forecast. We will see this ridge of high pressure that is going to be in place today through most of the work week forecast. It's leading to the extreme heat warnings. I do see some indication in the long range models that this pattern begins to break down by the weekend, perhaps, but it looks like the warm temps are going to be in place for a stretch of days here. So during excessive heat, just some reminders. Make sure you have a way to find some air conditioning. Avoid strenuous activities. Don't start any big, hard outdoor projects this week. Wear light colored clothing. Check on your family members and your neighbors. Drink plenty of water and watch for heat cramps, exhaustion, stroke. Those are the signs that you need to seek some medical care. Also, of course, never leave people or pets in the car, even for a short period of time. Just way too hot to do that. I do expect this pattern to break down a bit by the weekend forecast, and that should lead to some cooler temperatures for at least Saturday and Sunday, but I'm not sure on the rain chances that come along with that. It may open the door a little bit. We hope that that's the case because that'll bring our temperature down a bit too. Heat index values today, 105 to 110. Similar numbers tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday. Sunshine all of these days, so just use caution even if you're out at the pool. You have to get in. It's just too warm to be outdoors for any extended period of time. Around the country, it's not just us dealing with this extreme heat. It is dangerously hot for a good portion of the country. The Central Plains and the middle and lower Mississippi valleys, as well as the Southeast, are going to experience this heat wave. We are going to see it stick around for most of the country for most of the week as well. A marginal risk of severe weather is also in place today for the northern plains and parts of the Southeast, where some strong to severe thunderstorms could mean gusty winds as well as some flash flooding. So we'll be keeping a close eye on those conditions across the country today. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with late last week, if you've been pondering it over the weekend. Here's the answer. Which of these famous landmarks is the tallest? Do you think it was A, the Eiffel Tower in Paris, France, B, the Statue of Liberty in New York City, C, Big Ben in London, or D, the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy, of course? And the answer is all pretty tall, or seem pretty tall, but A, the Eiffel Tower is the answer of those four. The Eiffel Tower is 986 feet. That is 38 feet more, or 3 times more than the height of Big Ben. Other structures are also smaller, so congrats if A, the Eiffel Tower was your guess. Here's another one. Do you know it? What is the only mammal capable of true flight? Do you think that is A, the flying squirrel, B, a bat, C, a colugo, or D, a pterodactyl? Got a guess? You can submit that over at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for starting off your new week here with me at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. We will get through this heat wave together. It's definitely going to be a hot one. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one. We'll chat again first thing tomorrow.